Well, hello and welcome, everybody, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to be with us this evening. I know there's other things you could do, and I appreciate you taking time to be with us. Now, my name is John Rains, and I'm the Vice President of Sales at Beyond Slim, but that's not what's important. It's not. What's really important is our legal disclaimer. I love our legal disclaimer. I can't wait to read this. So, 50 overweight people using a key ingredient in ZipSlim, along with a lower calorie diet, 1,350 calories for women and 1,850 calories for men, lost 30 pounds in just 13 weeks, compared to just 10 pounds for those following the lower calorie diet alone. Now, if you're joining us, you're probably wondering if you yourself are suffering from metabolic overload. You're probably wondering if this cellular condition is keeping you from enjoying your life, being fitter, healthier, and happier. You may or may not know this. It was surprising to me that 74% of America's adult population are considered obese or overweight. I had no idea. 74% are considered obese or overweight. Now, politicians, scientists, others, they'll debate the reason why, but I think we have a good solution. Now, you may or may not know whether your metabolism is hibernating. Now, if your metabolism is hibernating, you're going to feel sluggish. You're not going to feel like you have the energy that you need. You oftentimes need a little extra help with an energy drink or extra coffee throughout the day to get through the day. So you're probably wondering, what is metabolic overload? And how does this tie to a metabolism that's hibernating? Well, it all started with this individual, Dr. Mark Drucker. He is a medical doctor. He's been a family physician, an ER doctor, a Navy doctor. And then after returning from the Navy to California, he started or co-founded the Center for Advanced Medicine in Southern California. But Dr. Drucker saw a pattern in his patients that really concerned him. You see, he had patients, and one of his specialties there at the Center for Advanced Medicine is weight loss. And he had patients who, though they were following the protocols as he had given them, were having very difficult times releasing that excess weight. And he saw the earnestness of his patients. He saw that they were really trying all they could do to get results, to release that excess weight and enjoy their life. So Dr. Drucker dove into the research. He dove into the research and he identified a cellular condition called metabolic overload. And metabolic overload, it's a big deal. It is at its core a root cause of weight gain and belly fat. So metabolic overload is a root cause of weight gain and belly fat. So what is metabolic overload? Well, it's all tied to an enzyme in your body called AMPK. Now, AMPK is the master switch of your metabolism. The dormant or inefficient AMPK production causes your body to resist weight loss, even with diet and exercise. It's as if your metabolism is hibernating. This causes less immediate energy from every calorie you consume, and calories you consume are more readily stored as fat, not used efficiently as energy. This can make you feel sluggish, tired, and unhappy. This is metabolic overload. So your body wants to continue doing what it's been doing. And if it's had inefficient or dormant AMPK production, your body wants to continue having inefficient or dormant AMPK production. So it's really not you, it's your metabolism. So with this, Dr. Drucker started to look into ways to overcome this, ways to reboot one's metabolism. Now, he is an allopathic doctor, but has holistic leanings. And he started to find some supplements, or he in that research found supplements that caused great results with his patients. It was actually 14 different supplements that he has had his patients taking every single day. And they were having great results with this, but they were having to take 14 different supplements to get there. Oh, so one of his friends, Ray Faltinsky, and I'll give you a little background on Ray. Ray has been in health and wellness for some time and had a direct sales health and wellness company that did very, very well. Sold well over $1 billion in health and wellness products, and he launched well over 100 products in his time there. He then sold that business and was enjoying a virtual retirement. However, he talked to Dr. Drucker, their friends there in Southern California, and asked him, Dr. Drucker, what are you excited about? What are you excited about? Well, Dr. Drucker told him all about this exciting metabolic overload and that he had found a protocol, or created rather a protocol, to help overcome metabolic overload or help reboot one's metabolisms. Now, Ray Faltinsky, with his background, understood the research. And in fact, he's not afraid of research. He earned his law degree from Yale Law School. So he's not afraid of jumping into it. And he did. Dr. Drucker showed him the research that he had used and looked into. And Ray said, you know, you've got something really special here. You've got something really special here. So with that, Ray and Dr. Drucker worked together to create something very unique. Now, you may not know this, but 40% of Americans have a difficult time taking pills. They do. They have a difficult time taking pills. So what Ray suggested is that they would create a system that can be drunk daily, that one can drink daily. So they created ZipSlim. Now, ZipSlim is a delicious blackberry lemonade drink, and you'll drink it an hour before your 2 largest meals. I asked Dr. Drucker why we would need to drink it before our 2 largest meals, and he explained that it helps prepare one's body. It helps to prepare them to take on those calories, convert it into energy, and keep it from being converted automatically into fat. Now, ZipSlim helps you, at its core, it helps you to overcome metabolic overload in 3 different ways. First, it helps to activate your metabolic switch. Second, it helps to balance healthy blood sugar levels. And lastly, it helps to control cortisol cravings. Now, there are a lot of products out there where they say, hey, just trust us. Just trust us. But that's not us. We have a science-based product, and ZipSlim is a science-based product. So what I'd like to do is, now that we've discussed metabolic overload, I'd like to talk about some of the additional benefits that come from this ZipSlim product. Now, it's the reason why we're called Beyond Slim, because not only do we help people get phenomenal results with their weight loss, we also can help them to get great results on additional results. And I'm excited to take you through them. Now, the first one you've seen, the first one I told you at the very beginning. This is a study that was done, a double-blinded placebo-controlled study, where they compared the results of 2 groups. One that had a key ingredient in ZipSlim that they used, and the other that just had a reduced calorie diet. Now, those who, over this 90-day period for this study, those who had a key ingredient in ZipSlim lost 3 times more weight than those who relied on diet alone. Now, diet and exercise works. It absolutely works. But there's a difference between working smart and working hard. So if diet alone, one would lose 10 pounds on average over 90 days, but include a key ingredient in ZipSlim, it would increase it to 3 times more. That's working smart. Now, this study was such an exciting study that they did a follow-up study on waist size. Now, waist size is important because it refers to the visceral fat that you have. Visceral fat is that fat that packs your internal organs. And if you have too much visceral fat, it can be very dangerous for you. So in this study, another double-blinded placebo-controlled study, they wanted to see how much a reduction in waist size was possible with a key ingredient in ZipSlim. So when compared to a placebo, a key ingredient in ZipSlim helped individuals lose 3 times more inches around their waist size. 3 times more inches. Powerful. But it goes beyond weight loss. That's why it is Beyond Slim. So it also has helped to increase muscle strength. In another double-blind placebo-controlled study, they compared against a placebo how a key ingredient in ZipSlim helped to increase individuals' strength. And they found that it increased individual strength over the placebo by 33 to 65%. 33 to 65% stronger with muscle strength. This is very important, especially as individuals are aging, so that they're aging in a healthy way. They want to remain, or they want to retain as much muscle strength as possible. But also, it relates to increased physical fitness or their cardiovascular fitness. So not only muscle strength, but in this study, they looked at, and this is another double-blind placebo-controlled study, they looked at how one's cardiovascular fitness is impacted with a key ingredient in ZipSlim when compared to a placebo. What they found was, when compared to a placebo, a key ingredient in ZipSlim helped to improve one's cardiovascular health 3 times better. 3 times better than a placebo. Amazing. And this is one of my favorites. It has also been shown to help individuals' sleep quality. Now, as I'm talking to people, as they're starting to use ZipSlim and they're sharing stories with me, this is one I hear about all the time, all the time. Now, in this double-blinded placebo-controlled study, when compared to a placebo, they found that a key ingredient in ZipSlim helped improve sleep quality almost 6 times better. Almost 6 times better. Isn't that amazing? Who wouldn't love 6 times better sleep? But this next one is truly amazing, especially because it's 2020. It's been a stressful year. Now, with this study, what they found, and it's another double-blinded, placebo-controlled study, they found that a key ingredient in ZipSlim, when compared to a placebo, reduced feelings of stress 17 times better. 17 times better. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. 17 times better. Who wouldn't want 17 times better reductions in feelings of stress? It's been a stressful year. You deserve this. In addition to that, it has also helped in one's ability to focus. So in this double-blind placebo-controlled study, when compared against a placebo, a key ingredient in ZipSlim helped enhance one's ability to focus 9 times better than a placebo. 9 times better. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And of course, one that we all want, improved memory. Excuse me. In a published study that was done, when compared to a placebo, a key ingredient in ZipSlim helped improve one's memory 2 times better than a placebo. 2 times better than a placebo for improved memory. So powerful. Lastly, I want to talk about free radical reduction. Now, you can't open any health magazine or read a health article without it talking about free radicals, because it has so much to do with our overall health. And this is a really fascinating study. In this study, when compared to a placebo, a key ingredient in ZipSlim helped reduce free radicals 8 times better than a placebo. 8 times better free radical reduction. Powerful. So now you understand why we're called Beyond Slim, is it's not only helping people to release excess weight, but it goes far beyond that. So the next steps, you're probably wondering, listen, well, what are the next steps? What do I need to do? What's the program? It's very simple. What you'll need to do is drink 2 ZipSlims per day, an hour before your 2 largest meals. As I had said, Dr. Drucker let me know this is helping the body to get ready to accept those calories and convert them into energy and use them the right way. It kicks up that AMPK for you. Then follow the guide. And we'll talk about the guide in just a second, and then enjoy the meals. We have a delicious recipe guide that I'll talk about in just a second. So that's it. That's it. 1, 2, 3. So with the Metabolic Reboot Program Guide, we have our 9 reboot rituals. And in our 9 reboot rituals, we go through the health habits that we would want you to have in order to maintain great health going forward. Now, these include things like drinking plenty of water, getting plenty of sleep, and others. But my favorite is actually our number 2, and that is gratitude. We're a grateful company, and we like showing gratitude and helping others. So these are our 9 reboot rituals. I won't go through them, but they are in the program guide, and that comes as you get started with Beyond Slim. Then we have our Think Thin recipes for life. Now, THIN stands for Total High Intensity Nutrition, and we have about 30 different recipes in there that are both delicious and nutritious and help you as you're working towards your metabolic overload. This also comes as an extra value and gift as you get started with Beyond Slim. Now, I could continue to talk at you, but I have an individual here who I've invited to come and share his authentic story with you. I want you to hear a Beyond Slim experience. Now, let me tell you a little about Israel Izzy Francisco. This guy is absolutely phenomenal. He's a firecracker. He's making great things happen. And he lives on the island of Oahu, has been married for 22 years, has 2 children who've been successful, and he's a real estate investor who's also had success in health and wellness previously. So he understands all of these pieces and he sees them in a different way. He's absolutely a phenomenal individual, and I'm so excited to have him on this call with us today.
My story started on October 30th, and day 1, I almost had a doubt in this business because my first slim product I took around lunchtime, I actually felt sleepy, and it's supposed to give me energy. But guess what? I just took the second one, and lo and behold, I felt that energy, and I didn't have the coffee. Normally, I would have like 4 or 5 cups coffee a day,
Wow.
and I just followed the routine. I fast for 12 hours, and the next day, I look at the scale, and it was like 2.4 pounds lost. I'm like, okay, let me step back on the scale. And then I went back on the scale, and it's 2.4. Sure it is. And I noticed it's like I slept like a baby. And I'm 50 years old, and um, I have energy and focus like I'm in my 20s, you know.
Wow.
So if you guys have any doubt in this product, oh, you have to try it. So the first 10 days, I lost 10 pounds. Woo!
Wow.
I kept that strict fasting routine. I'm Filipino, okay? So for me to fast 12 hours and not eat rice, I mean, that's record breaking. And so for the next 10 days, I gradually increased it to 14 hours. Now I'm averaging 18-hour fast. How's that?
Wow.
And it wasn't difficult, and my body didn't feel like I was deprived from food. And mind you, I have 7 people in my household, okay? So it's not like I can have my thin recipe only for me. So I just eat my own Filipino food, or whatever my wife cooked for me. But I just cut out the carbs, the rice. Hawaii people, we love rice. Filipino loves rice, right? So since then, I've been kind of like walking and jogging, really like trying to maximize the nine reboot principles, and slowly like adding weights. So my weight loss has gradually slowed down, and I'm officially 14.4 pounds in 25 days. Whoop whoop.
Wow.
Yep. And I realized, and you know what? It's not. It's a journey. I know I lost a lot of weight, uh, but the more water, the more exercise and vegetable protein I can include in my daily routine, the better results I saw. But guess what?
Hmm.
My weight, honestly, has been like stock market. It goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then. But you know what? The more, like I said, the more I put water, exercise, and incorporate all, and just be religious to your routine, committed, and
Hmm.
no more ice cream at night, no more 4 5 cup coffee, and even my wife, they tease me sometimes, bringing cheesecake, those cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory, but I'm like force field energy, like, I can do it, yeah. So, you know, so, if you're hesitant to start in this business, give yourself permission to start. I didn't ask my wife if I could use the bathroom, so get started. To date, I have countless of customers and coaches on Oahu, Maui, Big Island, and mainland USA. What if I didn't start? What if I didn't meet Jaslyn, Francine, uh, Carla, or Doug, or David? And Jaslyn and Francine, they lost 3 pounds so far. My wife, if she'd be consistent, she would lose a lot more, but she actually lost 2 to 3 pounds overnight, and she won't admit it. Carla texted me the other day. She lost 6 pounds in 3 whole days.
Wow.
Can't believe it. David, I'm gonna tell you, this guy almost made me cry. He lost 10 pounds in 10 days, and his wife said, um, "Hey, honey, you didn't drink anything last night or have your ice cream." And we were both crying Saturday morning, and we're like, "Yeah, it never happened to him." So sorry.
Oh,
And you know
wow.
what? Uh, And he said to me, like, I wanted to be in my best shape um, on his birthday, June 2021, when he hit 60. And finally, it came at the right time. What if I didn't drop the message, you know?
Yeah.
And you know what? Even all that story don't matter. The one that impacts me the most is the story of my mom and dad. Even if I didn't bring all these customers, I'm sorry. Um, my mom and dad's story will touch you. My mom lost 2.4 pounds. My dad lost 5 pounds so far. But what's more touching is that my dad now is working outside. He's moving around, cutting grass, working inside the house, even working outside in the hot sun for hours with major projects. Just imagine before this product came in his life, he was unmotivated, watches TV almost the whole day. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm talking behind you. His bowel movement was irregular. It was so bad that I thought his stomach was about to explode. You know, um, I don't worry about that anymore because ZipSlim. I actually serve ZipSlim to them twice a day, and they love the personal treatment. So if you have a mom and dad, grandparents, or loved ones, why not serve them this so they can live longer? What's wrong with that? Do you have a better product or a plan? What are you waiting for? There's people out there waiting for you to feel better with this product. If you're a coach, don't be afraid to reach out to people because if they say no, it's not about you. They're not ready for this information today. Just keep going. Don't quit. And if you're a customer, especially with this product on hand, don't delay in taking this product because you may never know how good this impact to you and others around you because you took that sip, that first sip. Lastly, I want to thank my wife and my family who support me even though I gave my own permission to start. She finally found out that I'm actually working this business because of my action and passion that convinced her that this is the one. So, guys, thank you very much for this opportunity. I hope I touch any coach, customer, anybody out there that listening to this video. Get back with that person today because it's gonna change your life. I promise. Thank you, Mr. Rains.
Oh,
Sorry.
I love it. Izzy, thank you so much for pouring into us, for sharing your authentic story and your experiences. So powerful. Thank you for sharing with us, Izzy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now, I want to speak very frankly to you as you're watching this, and I want to address something that's important. And that is that until you've addressed the underlying issue of metabolic overload, you may continue to struggle, you may continue to feel uncomfortable in your body, and you may continue to have more yo-yo dieting, fatigue, and being tired of all of it. But there is a better way. And that better way is ZipSlim. Now, as you're getting started, it's important to know that you'll need 2 bags of ZipSlim to get going. Now, we recommend that you start with, that we have our 2 different flavors, and this is what I recommend. Sorry, not flavors. We have our charged ZipSlim, and our charged ZipSlim has about 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is about a cup of coffee, and it's naturally sourced caffeine. We then have our caffeine-free if you're caffeine sensitive. So with 2 bags for a month's supply, you want to either get 2 bags of charged, 2 bags of caffeine-free, or 1 bag of charged and 1 bag of caffeine-free. And you'll want to take advantage of our Subscribe and Save program, which allows you to save $80 off your month's supply of ZipSlim. And for coaches, you can earn your ZipSlim for free with as few as 2 accountability buddies. But there's no risk to you. There's no risk to you because we have a 90-day money-back guarantee. So either you're going to get fitter, healthier, and happier, or you're going to get your money back. It's that simple. So with that, I invite you. I invite you to join Beyond Slim's mission to help millions of people become fitter, healthier, and happier. And I encourage you to do something today that your future self will thank you for. Reach out to the individual that invited you to this presentation and let that individual know you're ready. you're ready to go beyond. With that, thank you everybody for joining us. I so appreciate it. Izzy, thank you for pouring into us. You're so authentic, and I appreciate your words. Absolutely so powerful. Thank you, Izzy.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, everybody, have a great rest of your evening.